The days that we make, I'm always gonna be with you. I'm yours forever. There is no end in sight for us, nothing could measure the kind of strength inside our hearts. It's all connected. We're all together in this love, don't you forget it. We're all connected in this. I'm yours forever. There is no end in sight for us, nothing could measure the kind of strength inside our hearts. It's all connected. We're all together in this love, don't you forget it. We're all connected in this love. We're all connected in this love.
Close your eyes so you see my vision. Unite the souls so there's no division. Look into the future, we see all seasons. Aiming for the top, but what's the reason? Hands to the sky and realize we're free. We become the legends we were meant to be. Now open your eyes and you will see. I can lead you home, just follow me. Close your eyes so you see my vision. Unite the souls so there's no division. Look into the future, we see all seasons. Aiming for the top, but what's the reason? Hands to the sky and realize we're free. We become the legends we were meant to be. Now open your eyes and you will see. I can lead you home, just follow me.
Go for it. I mean,
Game mode is score attack, by the way.
you know, we got your back. Let's go.
How's
Woo!
it going, everyone?
Hope you're doing well. You know, I'm excited for some sick Tetris. We have crazy lineups, crazy showcase matches, like teams. We got everything today. So
Oh yeah,
I'm excited.
this is like a really cool format that's gonna be happening. Like that's in this entire tournament. So freaking awesome. Shen really pulled out all the stops.
Ben really got my full name. That's crazy. he really was like, you sure your first name is enough? You sure you don't want the full package? I was like, you know, I mean, if you put it like that, I can't say no. So
Heck yeah.
yeah.
You don't get mine quite yet. Oh yeah.
No.
All right.
You know.
All right.
Yeah. Well prepared.
I really do.
I think it's Kazu versus Yoshimi in score attack. Is that right? Did I hear
Yep.
correctly? I mean,
I just go
generally
with
it's
teamwork in progress.
yeah, work in progress. But I mean, maybe
But-
there's like maybe there's a special meaning. We're gonna have to ask the team members. That's true.
I'll go
It
with
could be.
I'll go with team whimsical, incredible people.
I'm gonna go with team winners in training. So,
Awesome.
sounds right to me. And it's against Team Japan with the illustrious Kazu. You know. I like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's exciting.
Nah, it's a brick.
It's a brick. The like urn.
Is that like Sagittarius or just something else? Okay, got it. Oh wow.
That's
Wait.
impressive.
Oh. Oh
Dang.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Zin. Yeah.
There's Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is exciting stuff. Lineup. Yeah.
Gotcha. Ooh. Yeah, that makes
Understandable.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah. A little sad, but understandable.
You'll have to wait for tomorrow for that.
That's true. Yeah,
All right.
that's exciting. I wonder how. I mean, I know Kazu is very well known for like the impressive back-to-back, right? But I don't know if it'll like compare with like strict pattern stacking that is like ST stacking,
Yeah,
and like also how like the high grav knowledge will come into play. So this is like bound to be a close one, I think.
yeah, for sure. I know. I've played against Yoshimi recently in the stream as well. So Yoshimi definitely very talented in score attack. But I'd say top 8 contender here, like at
For
least.
sure. Super talented.
I haven't seen Kazu play score attack in a while. It's been a while, and since I ran into them in ranked. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I haven't seen the Kazu score attack, but I have seen the Kazu zone battle, and that alone is like, if Kazu can come to like 1/10 of that, that's already like a super impressive performance. So
for sure.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh.
That's right.
Awesome.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I love the double blind, like send out your weapon, you know?
Hey, I don't know if you're live on stream.
Yeah.
I
Supposedly
don't think the
someone's
stream can hear
muted.
ya.
Oh my god, I was
I mean-
talking to you guys this whole time. Oh no. Oh no. I had so much good information.
Yeah.
Well,
you guys want to regurgitate it for me while I get this set up?
yeah,
Yes.
for sure. We got this. Yeah, let's do this.
Do we even like?
Alright.
Do the people even know who's on the teams? Team Work in Progress is Sayonara, Yoshimi, and Chiskia. Team Japan is Kazu, Zin, and Tsukisuki.
Yep.
And they're all sick at the game and really impressive players, and they're gonna do great. That's my
Heck yeah.
summary.
Alright. And to start off, we're gonna get Kazu versus Yoshi in score attack.
Yep.
They both teams actually selected their first player blindly, so they had no idea who was going to be who. And
Yeah.
Kazu banned most likely ban classic. Yoshi very most likely ban his own battle. So
Yep.
That's-
Fair, you know.
that's how the
Can't
cookies
argue with
crumbled.
that.
We're going down to score attack.
Yeah.
And so whoever wins this first match is actually to choose whether or not to be the boss or the team first, like for their entire team. So
That is true.
whichever side picks first, if they can like choose to be the team first and ban an area, so like they could ban area 1. And so then
Yeah, it's area 1 and
area
4 that get banned, right? Generally.
Well,
Especially
I'm not
1.
entirely
I know
sure.
4
There's
is less like. It probably depends on like what they want to pick as well, right?
So we got
One
rid
is a little
of
bit
area bans
powerful.
just because it just overcomplicated the idea, because regardless,
Fair enough.
people are gonna play area 1 and 4 at some point. So
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, so just get that out of the way. And with
Alright.
this method, you can, if you win this first 1v1, you could actually save, if you're confident, can safe pick a area 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Knowing that
Yeah.
you're going to get a strong area on game 3.
definitely.
That is true. That's interesting.
So that'll make things really interesting. Like I've seen a decent variety of bosses when I play connected versus, so I don't know who's gonna choose what.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I remember being part of the first like showcase where we kind of tested the format, and it feels like
Yeah.
a lot of the bosses like have their own sort of strengths
Yep,
and
that's
like
for sure.
weaknesses. So it's definitely like interesting to see how the players are going to play around that. But that's for later. First we got a lot of 1v1 matches to get through. and see if we can even make it to the boss stage.
All right. I think we'll see that after this score attack match. Kazu and
Yep,
Yoshimi.
I'm optimistic. Yeah, Kazu and Yoshimi.
Okay.
You know,
so-
yeah, Shen, this is like your cue where you're, you know, you're supposed to put up the match, you know? Like
Right,
you're supposed
yeah.
to-
You know, well, in the meantime, we can actually talk about the giveaway that we're going to be doing in chat today.
I love
Absolutely.
giveaways.
Are you
I
too
love
familiar
free
with
Who
things.
doesn't love
the
a fun
process
giveaway?
here?
I believe
Do
so.
tell.
If someone is to type connected in the chat in both Classic Tetris and Experience, you get the chance to win any enhanced game for either Steam or Oculus Quest.
That's
So,
correct.
Here's a pretty strong lineup of enhanced games that you can choose from.
I
So
love enhanced games.
I would highly recommend typing out the word connected in both chat rooms.
Yeah, and right now
Yeah.
we're doing a mirror stream on the Enhanced Experience channel for there's no Japanese commentary tonight, but there will be Japanese commentary
see.
for the remaining events. So
All right.
you
That's
can you know, if you want to hang out in an underground cubby, you're welcome to have that stream up as well. But definitely go follow the channel, and yeah, so we're gonna have Enhanced Experience up for the Japanese streams moving forward. But definitely go follow the channel. We're also planning to just heighten up that Twitch channel and just across the board have more competition there on a regular basis. So
The See Reach partner.
it is partner actually.
It is?
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
Go christen it,
Yeah.
and it is yeah.
Let's go.
So
Let's
get
go.
2 entries for potential enhanced game code. And we're about to hop into this match, by the way.
Oh,
Let's go.
sweet.
I love Tetris. That's why I'm here.
Oh, heck yeah.
Right.
Hey, let us know in the chat if you love Tetris as well.
So it looks like
Yeah.
Mr. Kazu and Yoshimi here on the left. Yoshimi's ready up. Oh, I am not ready. Ooh, that was a quick on the
There you
fly
go.
set to win to 2 in live.
Nice.
Caught in
You
4K.
got there.
Yeah.
You got there.
Okay, so once Kazu is ready, we can do this.
Yeah. This is gonna be exciting.
Now we sit in suspense as
Yeah.
the great boss of modern Tetris readies up.
Hey, here we go.
And just to let you guys know, you can pick 10, 15, or 20 for these score attack matches.
All right.
All right, that's good to know. You know, it might make a lot of sense if Kazu's not as familiar with the gravity, right? Maybe pick 10 if you're confident in the pattern stack.
And Yoshi instantly goes to 20, the score attack classic. Not classic score attack.
Yeah, those
Very
are indeed
different.
different. Yeah. And yeah, Kazu's starting off already with a nice ST, as is Yoshimi. And Yoshimi also with maybe a little more comfortable with the gravity, given the sort of amount already built upwards here.
Very interesting. I have not seen the Kazu ST before.
Yeah, and I mean, the good news for Kazu is like, you know, if you don't go super fast, it's not the worst thing out there. Like, you still have those 2 minutes to catch up at the end, but yeah, let's see how good this ST stack is.
All right. So right away we can. It's like Yoshimi had to do a bit of a reset there. Put 2 T pieces on the left side. That's you have to do that sometimes when you ST stack in order to like, kind of maintain a balanced board height. However, Yoshimi's in a bit of a tough spot right now, but actually it's
Yeah,
back in.
a little awkward, so might have to like skim eventually, but I think there might at least be still a couple more ST iterations. And Kazu, by the way, looks like to have given up potentially on the ST stack and going to skim some singles here. It looks like, yeah, it's difficult to work with this gravity, which I can definitely empathize with because, I don't know, pieces falling down instantly is not like your dream setup.
Yeah. I know Kazu would really rather just move the pieces somewhere and get into that nice LT.
And yeah, it looks like Kazu kind of like fixing up the stack
wow.
where Yoshi's still a little scuffed and gonna take the lead actually, although Kazu was down a little bit. Now, you know, making up like a difference in like 100,000 even, which is really
Look at
impressive.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
impressive by Kazu.
But you know, this is by no means over. We still have a lot of speed 20 ahead of us, and it is by no means easy to keep a clean stack throughout that. So
Certainly.
Yoshimi definitely with the opportunity to catch back up. I'm not worried at all. Especially knowing how good Yoshimi is. You know, did you know I take credit for their success?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you heard. You know, Yoshimi participated in Jaws back when that existed.
Really?
Which I ran.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I know. Fun fact. So, you know, all me. You know, definitely my coaching. Definitely, like Yoshimi definitely isn't like way better than I could ever be. You know, no. All me,
you.
baby.
Yeah,
But,
I did not know that at all. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's like the fun fact I like to throw out whenever I see Yoshimi play.
And that's
But
really
yeah.
cool to see her kind of shine in TEC here.
I know. I feel like everyone from that era has gotten so good. Like, I know Raiko was in there. Ors as well. Ors has done a lot for the scene.
Oh,
I don't know. There's like a big list of people. I don't know. So, you know, I just get to take credit for other people's achievements, and that's really where you want to be in life. You know.
absolutely.
But yeah, meanwhile, Kazu's really just keeping this clean ST stack. Like, I'm very impressed. I didn't know whether Kazu had this up the sleeve, but clearly
wasn't
Kazu
sure
does.
either.
Yeah.
Kazu has been doing research.
Yeah, and I love these little LJ combinations to kind of keep the stack going. Where I think it might sacrifice like a tiny bit of efficiency in some parts, but it can also like prevent the need to have a second eye in the like ST stack. So it's like a little stylistic thing that I don't think would make a huge difference, but you know, I'm a fan. I like seeing a little bit of variety.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like Yoshimi has transitioned into level 21, so the speed is actually going to increase. Like, you might be wondering how we could possibly increase the speed from instant gravity. But the gravity is actually it is getting faster little by little. It's going to start chipping at the line clear delay. So, like, the amount of time it takes for a line to clear.
Also the
You know,
lock delay, right? Which is
Yep,
like,
that'll happen, I think,
yeah.
around level 24. It'll actually start taking away your lock delay. So
Yeah.
you'll get less time to actually place your piece.
to like, yeah, that's where it gets really bad, and why there's
Yeah.
like a hard limit essentially to this mode is because eventually you just don't have the time to place pieces.
Yeah.
Which, you know,
You're
that's
flying
no
them
good.
back and forth.
Yeah. I have to say though, I'm very impressed with Kazu's performance so far already. With already almost 1.6 mil on level 23 here. Is, I think, pretty good pace. I'm not a score attack expert, but you
Yeah,
know, I don't
that's
think this is
good
half bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all. She's actually found a way to find a clean ST stack again.
Yeah, I'm impressed, but I'm a little worried with like how this lock delay is going to affect, because now is when the lock delay really starts mounting, right? And there's still a big lead to overcome, like 200,000 points. I will say though, the upside for Yoshimi is Kazu no longer really doing a ton of like super clean ST stacking. So
Yoshimi does like they have. Oh, uh-oh.
Kazu's board a little scary, and Yoshimi looking to equalize here. Only a couple lines away now.
There it is. That's the lead taken back by Yoshimi.
Yeah, and swinging right back.
I'll say
I
Yoshimi
will
does have the advantage with master levels like this, with this high gravity. She does have, actually, I believe, with 303 lines, you have to end on like the highest speed possible in master mode with a Tetris, which
That is very
actually
impressive.
insane.
I will say, one upside for Kazu, perhaps. Oh, never mind. All those pieces came in a flash, and Yoshimi with the game 1 win.
There it is.
Yeah, it looks like that extra little bit of like mastery knowledge is very helpful. Ooh. And Kazo
That's it.
also gonna pick level 20, saying, "Let's run it back. I'm not afraid of you."
Interesting.
And yeah, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that, given that it looks like Yoshimi's a little more knowledgeable in the arts of the dark arts of high gravity. But you know, we'll have to see what Kazu can bring to the table.
Oh.
Ooh, what is this setup? This is spicy.
And Kazu tried to get an ST opening in, but ended up with a mistake. So very clever response there, I will say.
And yeah, Kazu does manage to keep it clean, which, you know, important for this, because if you don't keep it clean, it's like, I don't know, it feels like you almost have no hope, you know?
Yeah, you really don't want to like lose composure and score attack, because you will lose a lead fast.
Yes. But both of them keeping it pretty even, pretty respectable. And I think the win condition for Kazu, it looks like, with sort of the less expertise in the high gravity situation, is just going to be to keep it even more clean leading up to that.
Certainly.
And right now, I think the stack a little awkward for Kazu, but looking to clean it up here and probably start again.
I'll say Yoshimi, she does have a little bit of a rough board as well, but
Yes,
opting
and
the
yeah,
down stack, which respectful.
totally fair. Yeah, like gonna have to get down eventually, right? And it looks like Yoshimi might even be entirely clean after like maybe a little skim. Gonna opt for the T-spin first, but can't even count to 4 here. Make this a Tetris and then open the
There you
Tetris
go.
well. So excellent fix there, and keeping a lead already over Kazu, which yeah, I don't know if Kazu's gonna be able to what's it called? Sort of deal
Make a
with
comeback.
this type of pressure. Yeah, make a comeback.
Oh, but there's the remnants of an ST stack. Kazu can be going
Yeah.
for. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Kazu gonna take the lead with fewer lines cleared, which is a good look. But after thinking about the sort of the ability to kind of clear lines in the high gravity, like Kazu's definitely not out of the woodwork yet. There's still a lot more work to be done here.
Definitely. I think Yoshimi wants to make a donation with the J piece, but unfortunately not able to make it.
Yeah,
The
I
gravity's
mean,
too rough.
donations are really tough, and yeah, especially with this like extra limiting factor, right? Like seeing a donation's hard enough, and then just executing it under this like both pressure and like gravity is just like, it's a tough task.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, both players just looking really clean right now with their ST stacks.
Here we go. Yoshimi back in the groove.
Yup. As it should be, you know? Yeah, this is just, you know, it's very back and forth right now. Like, it's definitely hard to say. I mean, Kazu has a lot more points, right? But it's hard to say whether that'll really translate to an advantage, right? It'll all come down to the sort of long term. And yeah, Kazu does just kind of have a 9-0 stack now, which isn't terrible. Can probably convert this into some sort of like extra T-spins, which is good. Gonna want to get as many of those out as you can, of course.
Oh.
Yoshimi building so high. It's freaking me out a little bit. but-
Yeah, that's a score attack classic.
I know, that really is the score attack classic, where it looks so scary, but the players have such good mastery over that height. What I'm worried about is if she's still this high when the lock delay really starts to kick in. Because now level 21 already. And if you're that high, right, like one misdrop at the top can seal the deal. And that's when playing up that high is really scary.
Yep, and that's all about keeping your composure. You can't can't really drop it, or else you're most likely going to misdrop like 2 or 3 pieces, and especially with gravity that we can see come out of this mode, you definitely don't want to lose that.
Yeah. All right, Kazu is up 100k right now, but Yoshimi does have, I'd say, maybe a better looking ST stack. It's pretty close between the two players, but again, that high gravity like mastering is gonna definitely come into play, and I think this is where we'll either see Kazu sort of hold the nerve and stay clean, or crumble a little bit under the unfamiliarity of the gravity. So we'll have to see here what'll happen. Oh, what does Kazu see? Oh, interesting. Gonna just skim through. Makes a lot of sense. You know, you don't want to go too risky at this point, especially with a lead. But I don't know if that lead is something to be relied on, as it, I don't want to say crumbles, but it's looking really, really close.
Yeah, a lead of like even like 100,000 is not really too much to hold on to.
Yeah, like you can definitely overcome that if you're Yoshimi. So yeah, here it all comes down to what Kazu can get done in the zone. Or in the zone. Dang.
Yeah.
Too much zone battle.
I mean, we can say that both of these players can be in the zone.
That's true. You know.
Might be
in the
losing a
zone
little
can be
bit right
multiple
now.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a level 28 for Yoshimi.
This is where it starts to get really difficult. So let's see what she can eke out here.
Kind of a breaking point for a lot of players. Even some of the best. Level 29, this is kind of the kill screen. This is
really difficult. Yeah, it is kind of the kill screen. Oh, it looks like it might be over for Yoshimi.
Oh,
He's
no.
doing a good job to survive, though.
Back here. Oh, he's trying to get to there.
All right, and Kazu gonna top out.
There's level 31. 20,000 points to go.
Points.
Oh, it can't make it up.
Oh, so close. But Kazu able to tie up the score.
What a ton of events.
Literally so close together. It all comes down to this final match. I know, that was insanely how close that was. That was incredible. Yeah, I guess all that remains is for Game 3 to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think this could go either way.
Yeah, I don't really know at this point. Like, Kazu has definitely surprised me.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the sort of ability to keep up the ST stack. I didn't know if that sort of pattern stacking was in Kazu's repertoire, but looks like it is, and looks like it's not half bad.
I mean, they can learn LST. Like, ST isn't too far off.
That's true. It is pretty similar. All right, looks like they're both getting into the groove here.
Yoshimi finding the ST stack again. Sure, a little bit of a mishap at the start.
It looks like Kazu might be sort of moving away from that ST and going to the LST, which, you know, might be a little more comfortable territory for Kazu. Never mind. Going right back to ST, as I say it. You got me, Kazu. You got me. You win. Yeah, this is spicy stuff. Ooh, Kazu with that little misdrop on the S piece. That is definitely one awkward thing about score attack, is you have to spin the S piece 8 times for it to go into the right place. Of course, that's not actually true, but it feels like 8 times.
Yeah, when you're trying to get that like Z piece over with that ST stack, you have to do like counterclockwise 3 times, and it can be a bit of an awkward kind of movement for some players, which is very understandable.
Yeah,
I mean, rotate things 3 times.
Yeah, especially with finesse, right? Like, the whole point of that is learn to do things so you only have to rotate something once. So I can definitely see it being like a big barrier for a lot of talented players.
I will say I apologize to Sayonara, who is on Team Work in Progress.
What for?
They do triple rotate. which is
Oh
very
no.
interesting.
Well, I'm glad you clarified. That explains a lot, you know?
Wow.
Triple rotating is really just dealing with the devil if you think about it. You know?
I mean, they make it work.
I was gonna
Like,
say it might not be
it's surprising.
advisable, but you get other benefits, you know, and that's the, you know, that's the upside. You know, I can see where they're coming from.
Yeah, for sure.
And Kazu's starting to sort of find a clean ST stack, but Yoshimi already with like a pretty impressive 150k point lead, and does have that little endgame boost as well. So I think this is going to be difficult for Kazu to overcome. We'll have to see what he can pull out of his magical Kazuian hat, but that T misdrop doesn't seem to be helpful. Good cleanup, but it's just, you know, every little bit of inefficiency kind of piles up in this mode. And Kazu with a little bit of an awkward stack here as well, a little hole, and probably going to have to cancel out of ST after this as a result. Yeah, this is looking really good for Yoshimi.
Yeah, certainly. Getting that STSD, mad respect.
Yeah.
She knows what I like.
STSDs are so sick.
You should have
I'd say
seen.
there's better
You should have seen my
setups.
early days of score attack. Like I would always STSD.
I mean, it
It's
makes sense, right? Like, it's very efficient. It's really hard to keep up for a long period of time.
Oh, that long T-spin triple, which is actually T-spin double.
Yeah.
That's from Yoshimi.
It is kind of weird how an STSD is really just like budget TST. But it is pretty sick nonetheless.
Absolutely.
Alright, and Kazu is starting to make up the difference a little bit. Definitely like doing his best to sort of keep up and staying very efficient. So it's a good look, but it's still a mountain to overcome.
Certainly. This is actually a fairly close game.
I
all
know,
things
it's
considered.
crazy. And here Kazu with the first lead of the game, it feels like. I don't know, might have been a slight lead at the very beginning, but... This is, I don't know, it's so back and forth. It's so hard to, like, say there's a definitive winner because there ain't one. Like,
No.
we've got a ways to go, I think. The question is, what can Kazu pull out in the later stages once the lock delay hits?
Yoshimi with the Yoshihiro single double.
Yoshihiro is... I wish that setup were more viable in like a versus setting, but sadly
I'm
it's
trying to
not
make
as
it
good.
work. But,
That's valid.
yeah,
We need to bring back Tetris DS, where T-Spin
True.
Minis, you know? That was
oh,
the
true,
life.
True. Let's see it.
Alright, and here we go. Gravity starting to hit. And Yoshimi still staying efficient. Kazu starting to struggle a little bit, on the other hand. Ooh, an awkward misdrop. And look at Yoshimi, level 26 and still going. She just needs to keep her composure. Level 27, you
Going
still have
strong.
such a greedy ST stack. How are you managing this? How are you gonna pull this off? I don't know, this looks so difficult for Kazu to come back from. It just
Yeah, I
feels
think
over.
it might be a bit insurmountable at this point.
Yeah, like
226,000
200k
points.
is so much. And especially with Kazu sort of struggling in this high lock delay setting.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Yeah, there you go. Yoshimi with the first win for Team Whip. That's super impressive.
Is she gonna try to flex? I think she's trying to flex. Here we go. We're gonna see 31. There it is.
Oh,
31.
there it is.
No, 32
Super
today.
impressive. And there you have it. That's
like,
crazy.
That was 2 level 31s in a row. That was Jimmy taking this match with stride.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't free, Kazu did take, I'd say, a pretty well-deserved round, but, it's a good look for teamwork in progress.
Yeah, definitely turned up at the end. So,
yeah,
it's going to be exciting. So, teamwork in progress going to be the first to choose if they're going to be the team or the boss. And
yeah, that is exciting, but we still have a lot of rounds to get to before then.
I actually think we're going to see that next. Like the connected verses.
Yeah, I'm excited. Can't wait to see what comes out. Oh wait, is that next already? That's
I think
crazy.
we're going to see some connected verses up next.
I love connected verses.
Yep, we have connected versus up next, and since Team WIP had won this round, they get to pick the area and if they want to play boss or team first.
Yeah, that's exciting. What I'm interested in is in the last time when we ran this, it seemed like the team had a slight advantage. I think it was 3 versus 1, where in 3 of the games the team won and 1 of the games the boss won. But now we have areas 1 and 4 in effect. So I'm excited to see how that's going to play into things. And yeah, it's exciting. Yeah.
So.
I'm excited to see what gets chosen. It's going to be cool.
Looks like I actually do have a choice already.
Ooh.
If I'm seeing this correctly, I believe we're gonna see Team in Progress play as the boss first, and it's gonna be Chiskia playing as or how do you say that? The fish boss. Pisces. Thank you.
I don't know. Pisces sounds right to me too. Tomato, tomato. Same thing.
All right. Thank you for your insight, Modest Tomato.
And yeah, this is where we get to see the rest of Team Japan potentially shine, and also see the abilities of Chiskia. Is that right?
Believe so.
All right. I love this overlay. I think it's cool. Oh yeah, true. Type connected in the chat for free enhanced games, except only if you're lucky. But it's still worth it, You just type a word into a chat and you might get like a free thing. I love free things.
Heck yeah. I see a lot of people typing the letter C. I think there's a few letters you're missing. Like the letter O, the letter N, another letter N. Oh, we're seeing a few people get it now. Yeah, that way.
Yeah, we're getting there. Oh, that's...
You should also go
I
check
just
out...
realized, I was watching on the enhanced experience, and I was like, maybe I should open both of them. That does sound like a smart idea.
And if you want an extra entry in the giveaway, you can enter connected on the Enhanced Experience Twitch channel as well. Be sure to follow while you're there.
Double up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And go check out
Enhanced is awesome. It made this game. I love this game. So
this game is awesome.
Yeah, so at least support them by giving them your Twitch follow,
So, yeah, it is Yoshimi's team that gets the first pick. I think there's a little mix-up in the overlay, but it is Yoshimi's team that got it. And
yep, and they did choose the boss.
It's going to be Chiskia playing as the boss first, as Pisces.
Yep.
Which is how
Which area is that again? Remind me.
That is the very first boss in the game.
That's the one. And that has the big restriction of soft drop only, right? I believe that's like the main one.
Soft drop only, and it'll also get. You'll also find rain, where like random minos fall from the sky and cover your board, and then
sounds very annoying.
Main ability, very annoying. Pisces' main ability to either like pop blocks out of your stack or put them in at random.
I mean, I feel like that's a great job at like being an annoyance. And I believe the attacks also send very quickly, right? Compared to other areas.
I believe so. I think that's how Area 1 works.
So I feel like, you know, that's a good thing.
I know Area 2 is fairly fast to charge as well, so
Yeah.
it'll kind of be interesting to see how people choose bosses and how
this meta kind of evolves.
yeah. Yep. And yeah, be on the lookout for the future top 8 brackets for the Grandmaster series of both all Zone Battle, Score Attack, and Classic Score Attack coming up these next 2 weekends.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tons of
yeah.
talented players. I know Kazu's in the zone one, probably. That's already tomorrow, so make sure to check that out as well.
Yeah. Ooh, we're gonna see. Ooh, that's clean.
It's good. Ooh.
I like that graphic.
Look at this. Let's go. OSW and winner's side? You love to see that. I love that guy.
The common OSW.
Well said. Well said.
So, if you want to see some of these matchups, and maybe even ones that aren't like, if you want to ruin your favorite players here for Zone Battle, stop by at the same time. You'll see some Zone Battle.
And I hope I can watch it at least.
It's it could be a good time all around.
100%. And I don't know, I'm just looking at the players and I know they're all super good, so
oh yeah.
I'm excited for that.
It's kind of crazy to see some of these players and lose. That's kind of speaks to how stacked these players are.
Yeah. Everyone's so talented.
And then just another reminder about how this TECWC works. The top 4 of every single event is all going to meet up in one final trifecta. So some of you might be familiar with the triathlon format, but it's basically all 3 modes into one big set. And it's going to be the top 4 of every single mode. So Zone Battle, Score Attack, Classic Score Attack. Everyone's going to play everything.
And we can see who's the champion of them all. It's going to be exciting. Yeah. You know, we're getting there. We gotta be allowed some time to set up, right? It's only fair.
Absolutely. So yeah, I know that like as a commentator, I'm not supposed to be biased, but I think some of you noticed the plush in the background, so I might have a little bit of a bias here. So who I want to see win?
Oh yeah. Let's take a look. Oh, that's so cute.
I got a big Yoshi. I got it at Columbus. Not at Columbus. I got it on my way to Columbus.
I don't know where it is, but I have a Yarn Yoshi amiibo. That I had on my desk. I'm sad it's not here anymore. Is it in one of these drawers? I don't know, but let's go. Yoshi's a sick character, and Yoshimi's a sick player. You know, it's just a win-win.
Absolutely. Can't say I have a brick on standby, so I don't have the entire team.
That would be cool, though. You know, you really got the props.
I could get a brick at some point. Just commit to the bit.
You know, might as well.
Oh, that sounds like we are.
It's time.
About to go. Yeah, here we go.
This is exciting. So, I think this is. I don't want to say it's a must-win for Team Japan yet because it's first to 4, so we've got a ways to go. But it would, I think, be a very good look if they were able to come out with this one. So let's see what happens.
Looks like these players are on their way in. So very interesting lineup here. We got Kazu, obviously the Zone Battle Pro. I've seen them definitely perform well and connected as well. Zin, maybe just kind of like top 1 in connected versus. I don't know, kind of average.
You know, yeah, pretty. You know, all right. You know, it's
Yeah, maybe decent at the game.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're already in the first zone. It's...
Oh, and look at the strategy here. Look at Kazu's board. Gonna just like get messy. Yeah, look at this, and it's all gonna resolve itself for the most part.
Yeah, there's ups and downs to kind of stacking up like that. Like obviously it cascades at the end of like when it starts the zone, but also like definitely leaves a messy board for Kazu. So
yeah,
you have to downstack that. Use some magic Minos.
Yeah, and it does look. It might be tough to like downstack at this point, and this zone might be a little lackluster. But I do think the idea is very creative.
Yeah.
And we'll have to see how big this zone can get.
We're at 13 wins already.
Right. 15's already not half bad. It is very tough to sort of organize like in a connected way. Look at the board. It's so far upwards. And yeah, that's not a bad start.
All 3 lines on Chisukiya's side. And here we're gonna see our first blitz. There's the pop in.
Yeah.
And yeah, these first few attacks are going to be very quick to charge. And yep, there's the rain. Yeah. And already some spiders on every player's field.
Yeah.
So now it's
I love these little layout changes. But yeah, I think they're keeping it pretty clean for the most part. Like, oh, here's soft drop only.
It's time to no longer be able to play the game.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about soft drop as opposed to no rotate is at least you get to play the game a little, you know? Like, you play it slow and you might not play it as much, but like, you're still playing it at least, instead of I sit here and wait.
There's a few blitzes like that. And yep, oh, there's combination pop out and soft drop, so you have to like downstack a messy board while only soft dropping. It's gonna give GC a lot of time to either defend, get those white garbage lines out of here. Oh, and
I'll say their zone is just about ready though, so all these attacks are gonna prove moot.
Something to keep in mind here with when you're playing in Connect and subsequently Connected Versus, every time you enter the zone, it gets stronger.
Yeah.
So this one is going to be a little stronger than the previous one, and it's going to ramp up fast, but it also gives time for the boss attacks to get a lot stronger as well. So it's kind of balanced. You don't want to go into the zone too much and rely on the bonus, because then the boss gets a bonus as well.
I think it just makes a lot of sense to balance it that way. Like, you need the game to end eventually, and as we saw with some of the showcase matches, I remember Dormy's Virgo, which lived for 1,000,000 years.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Before
Dormy's
finally
Virgo
falling. Yeah.
It's certainly
it's crazy. Yeah, like the good news is Chisukiya is still doing totally fine, it looks like. And it looks like they are probably gonna just sort of focus more on sending out those quick attacks and charging those up. And you know, it makes sense. Like, there's no imminent need to defend unless you need that extra little bit of space to work with. And when you put your foot off the gas, you know, it just gives the other team an opportunity.
Certainly.
So yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense.
It's kind of pouring it on with these blitzes.
Yeah. And some of these boards are looking pretty tough. I see Suki is struggling a little bit just because these attacks are so brutal. Ooh, and that bump.
Oh. Still barely alive, which I don't know how long it's gonna last. Oh, the rain is going to be tough. Oh, Kazu the first go.
Ooh, the first one to go, yeah, and this is difficult here for Team Japan. But gonna be working on that revive. Zin's board looks somewhat playable still, which is good for Team Japan. Oh, but this is starting to look dangerous.
For Suki. Now, in normal
I think-
circumstances,
Oh, Kazu's
can
almost
be-
back.
yeah, you can revive your teammates, or you can revive yourself by clapping to the beat with the rotate button. But
Yup.
that requires your teammates to survive, and this is a very spiry board for Zin.
Yeah, this is very spooky, but Kazu is back. Whew.
Oh, and
That
Zin
was
gonna
close.
top out.
Immediately,
away.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and Kazu already worked to revive the teammates with T-spins.
Yeah. And
Did we get
Suki
those
Suki
powerful
already
teams?
back now. So
And
Team
look-
Japan once again in a pretty good spot, I'd say.
Looks like we're most likely gonna have a 2-player zone here. So that
It's possible
zone
that
leader-
they can wait out long enough to get Zin back.
But Kazu already halfway aboard. Might want to initiate zone.
Oh, Zin is so close. I think they're gonna wait. I think they want the full.
Oh
full squad
yeah,
there.
look at that. What
And here we
excellent
go.
timing.
3
There's the
players
full
of 5.
3 players.
Oh, they need to start it though. Oh, this is scaring me. Okay, whew. They got there. They got there eventually. And now it's go time, right? Like, this is the chance to start to put Chiskia on sort of the back foot. That was really scary for Team Japan, but able
Yeah.
to stay alive for a little bit. And yeah, let's see what they can do with this attack.
Definitely an excellent display of teamwork there. You gotta have when it comes to this kind of mode.
Yeah. Oh, I see
We're already at
17 already.
lines. Looks like a clean 18 gonna pop out here.
Yeah.
And I was gonna have Chiskia. Oh, that's a
Ooh.
big chunk of garbage.
And even if, it doesn't spell the end now, like, in the long term, if Chiskia has to sort of focus on defense, it's going to be really tough to sort of get anything going. So, we'll see
it's still
what they
playing.
can bring. But yeah, still playing offense, which I think makes a lot of sense, right? Like, give it your all until you have to stop. Because if you like give your opponents too much to work with, like too much time to sort of just build up for free, then then it's just over for the zone. What's it called? The single player, the boss. So I understand this decision to like go for more pressure, but it is scary and it is difficult.
It's certainly scary, especially with how messy the board's getting. But
Yep.
speaking of messy boards, I'm looking at the team. See a lot of eye dependencies on everyone's board.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some mess on a lot of the boards, but none of them are super high yet, and they're already a good portion of the way through this zone. So I think they may be able to survive. Ooh, that pop in might be
Chiskia
difficult.
is getting very aggressive here. Oh, maybe a little too aggressive.
Uh-oh. Oh
That's
no!
gonna be it.
And they just top out. That's a very important win for Team Japan. And that is a really tragic way to end for Chiskia.
Yeah, very unfortunate outcome, but hey, definitely played very well.
That was still so close, right? I'm like literally a millisecond away from Zin dying, right? And before
Yeah.
Kazu was able to get revived, so that was crazy. And
Knowing Zen-
now we're all tied up.
Yeah. I think knowing Zen, that top out was 100% deliberate. Like, they knew
Oh, of
exactly
course.
the time
Like,
to
yeah,
top out.
they knew. Like, as soon as someone's back, right? I gotta get out of here. I gotta like start from scratch.
And as we could see, Zen actually recovered right at the moment when the zone meter was fully charged. So that gave Kazu and Suki a lot of time to let Zen recover and actually get some back-to-back going as well.
Yeah.
So
And they were able to get the 3-person zone again, right? So
yeah,
it makes a
and
lot of sense.
as you can see, that made the difference.
Yeah. And yeah, this is a crazy match, but it looks like everyone's in the room. And we'll have to see what boss Team Japan chooses, and also who they send out.
Yeah,
To fight. So
I am kind of curious how this is gonna go. Like,
I'm excited. Yeah.
I think there's a few great contenders for who could be the boss.
I mean, I feel like all the players are superb, right? So it's hard to it's hard to pinpoint someone. I'm more interested in sort of what area gets chosen, and sort of how they play around that. I think, yeah, I don't know. I think everyone's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But yeah, I'm glad that at least it won one scoreline. We're already very close, right off the bat, and I'm hoping for an ace match. Call me
That'd
biased,
be a lot
but
of fun. You always want to see the other decider.
yeah, deciders are always spicy, and yeah, I don't know. We still have a lot of connected versus another 1v1 at least ahead of us. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what bosses get chosen, and also to see who's going to represent Team Japan.
Yeah. So, if I were to anticipate what's gonna get chosen for the boss, I think we're gonna see Area 4. I have a gut feeling.
That makes a lot of
We're
sense.
either gonna see Capricorn or Aquarius. So Capricorn gets the funny triminos, and the pentaminos, and some broken pieces, which are absolutely brutal.
Yeah, those I've seen those, and they look very difficult to deal with.
They're a lot of fun to play with, but it's tough to deal with when you have someone like Zin or Kazu on the other side.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And then you have Aquarius, whose specialty is squeezing your field to only a few columns. Like, you can only
That
you only
sounds
play in
very
certain few
awkward,
columns.
yeah.
It is incredibly awkward, and especially when the spawn moves with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And then, well, there could be Leo, but Leo's not really one of the best bosses, because their main ability is to the field, and a lot of people are very skilled at invisible fields. But here we go, Kazu with Capricorn.
That's true. Capricorn. Which one was Capricorn again?
The
Remind me.
funny pieces.
Funny pieces. I
funny
love
pieces.
funny pieces. That's all you had to say, and I'm on board. It's that easy.
Heck yeah. They're funny
I
pieces.
love funny pieces.
Shout out
And
to
yeah,
Rookie Store.
looks like they're putting in Kazu. I didn't know that they could put in what's it called? Back to back Kazu for like the single player, I guess. But
Yeah, it's gonna be
you know?
1v1. You can't be the same in 1v1 or teams, but
that makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, but everyone gets a chance at one, I guess.
Right.
That makes a lot of sense. And yeah, Kazu just gonna get going here. Already moving through. So scary. And let's see how this zone ends up. I see a very high sort of spike in a Sayonara's field.
Luckily, that only goes to row 19, so they can still move.
Yeah,
pieces
they
like
can
the
still build
Opens
around
over.
it. As long as they don't misdrop on top of it, they'll be fine. And look at this 16 zone already. 17 here. And this field looks very, workable for being this high. Oh, almost a
Look at
19 even, but
Very fast
know?
18. There's 5 lines of garbage, which is actually pretty good for a first zone.
yeah. And yeah, Kazu already just speeding through these lines. A little misdrop might be annoying to deal with.
There's the Pentaminos. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Oh my goodness. There are some players who are very good at Pentamino, right?
Yeah.
I think Tetrian comes to mind. Does that name
Tetrian,
ring a bell? Or is that
yep.
before your time?
Oh, I know Tetrian.
I don't know.
I am very familiar with Tetrian.
Yeah, I don't know who knows who, I feel like I've been around for so long. Oh my goodness, look at these fields. What do you even do against this? It's just so difficult to play around. They're gonna have to sort of downstack here. And it definitely does not look easy. I think Chiskia with the best field right now. And their zone is pretty close to being charged, which is a big upside.
About 75%. Well, they're mostly through it, but they're gonna have to deal with some pentos. And,
Yeah.
Oh, but Sayonara, actually very clean.
I know, did you see those pentos? That was
Oh
a
my
very
gosh.
nice set of pentos.
Oh yeah, another thing about these Area 4 bosses, they're one of the abilities that all 3 bosses have is like, they call it high stakes, which is basically it drops a bunch of eye pieces on the board, like you just saw there.
Yeah. That one is just looks so terrible to deal with as
It
well.
is brutal. Already at 17 lines. It's barely been a few seconds. Like they haven't even get through a quarter of the zone and it's already done. And
Oh my goodness!
Oh my-
Kazu's alive though.
Kazu is barely living.
Gonna switch to defense mode maybe?
No,
Gosh,
still
just
being
continuing
aggressive.
so high. I guess I understand, you know, where this is coming from. Okay, here we go. A little bit of defense now from Kazu. But
And it looks like these players are gonna stall out the
broken pieces, which I think makes a lot of sense. But
Kazu misdropping a
Kazu
bit.
misdrop.
This could be fatal, but
No,
oh,
no, has a way out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we see some
gonna
survival.
be fine. Gonna be
And
fine,
3D
barely.
P-spin.
Yeah.
And now there's a lot more breathing room for Kazu. So we're good.
Yes. And yeah, I think you're just gonna go right back into the offense, which I think makes a lot of sense here. Like, this is sort of the opportunity to sort of send those strong boss attacks and sort of punish the 3-player squadron. Let's see what Kazu can bring to the table on that front.
For
All right,
sure.
Pentamino. For a little bit, but Kazu once again in defense mode.
Kazu might have to be a little bit worried because we're about like
I know we're about to get to the next zone.
2/3
Like,
of the zone.
it's gonna be tough for Kazu to get out of this, I think. Like, I
Yeah.
understand the will to like be defensive, right? Because you don't want to die, but at this point, like, if you get sent another zone of any kind, it feels like it's just over, and this zone is about to get hit. Like, it's about time.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's go time.
There's the full charge. This might
Someone
spell
has to
demise.
pop the zone, right? Like,
No, it goes automatically.
okay, that makes
Like
sense.
it's a bit of a delay before it starts, but then it'll go automatically. Whoa, Kazu blocking out, like placing a piece above row 20, and
Dang.
I'll kill anyone.
I mean, it happens to the best of us. And,
Yep.
you know, here we are. Dang. And yeah, 2-1 for Team Whip. Sometimes, you know, sometimes games go quickly and sometimes they take long. And that was, you know, on the quicker side. But we're
for
going to
sure.
throw probably right into another 1v1 match. Yeah, what's the
Alright.
policy on bathroom breaks, by the way? How does that, you know, just you know, might as well ask. Might need to go to the bathroom, you know. Not a
fair.
huge deal.
Not allowed, but I'll allow it for this particular moment.
Not allowed.
yeah.
All
Not
right,
as
you know, I
Steven
can
While you
said.
do that, I will be courteous and turn off the commentary scene here.
Alright.
Yeah, you know, that's you know, well done. You know, I gotta give respect to that, and I'll be right back.
Ooh,
All right.
Yeah, good matches, guys. All of y'all. Everybody.
Yeah, that's for sure. We've got already some really cool examples of connected verses and seeing the seeing teamwork go into play. But I am curious how this
Oh,
next
yeah.
1v1 is going to go. We're
Yeah,
already down
it'll be
to
real interesting to see what Team Dormito and the Kirby fan club is gonna do. What will their strategy be?
Yeah, we'll get to see. We got more teams coming up. It's a bit of a single elimination bracket. We got 4 teams here. Obviously, we've got we got Japan and Work in Progress going. But Dormito and 703 fan club.
Yeah,
Six
yep.
more very impressive players.
Hmm.
So
World-class players on the scene.
I will say all these players are actually part of one, if not more, of the Grandmaster brackets. So
Oh yeah.
like they have been playing with the best of the best in some of their respective modes, and you can definitely see the talent pool here. Well, let me see if I can get some insight. Oh, we have not found a decision yet. It's definitely a tough choice. They're down Yoshimi, they're down Kazu. They can't choose either of those players. So for Team Work in Progress, we have both Chiskia and Sayonara to choose from.
Hmm.
And then Team Japan has Zin and Suki, which, I mean, honestly kind of scary. But I feel like they can. I think both teams can hold their own in any mode.
Oh, absolutely. That is, they got a lot of speed, like across the board. A lot of speed, a lot of good finesse, a lot of good technique.
Everyone here is so talented. You know, it's hard to point fingers at like, oh, this person's really good at this and this person's really good at that, because they're all so good at everything. So
Yeah.
it's really difficult. Have we gotten a choice, by the way?
I don't believe
we
we've
just
gotten
got a
choice yet.
choice. We just got one. It's going to be
Oh.
Sayonara versus Suki.
Einar
Ooh.
and
Really exciting.
Suki. All right.
Okay, so Suki, just a little context, is a very strong classic player. But I
Yep.
think, well, they're in the Ballista brackets on Zone Battle and Score Attack, so they're pretty well rounded.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
And Sayonara, I think the community is a little more familiar with. They're pretty well rounded in all the modes as well. I think Classic probably being their weak spot, so Suki is definitely more suited for that game mode.
Yeah. You know, I'm team not Score Attack because we already got one. But
So I want to see all three modes, honestly.
what did you say? Sorry, I didn't hear.
I want to see all three modes. I want to see
All three
some
modes.
zone
I
battle.
hope so
want to see some
too.
classic.
Yeah. I want to see a little bit of everything, you know. But you know, we'll see, I guess.
While we are waiting for that, we might as well talk about this giveaway that's been going on.
Heck yeah.
Modest
we
Tomato
got-
and T-Flat Lobby, take it away.
Type connected, you know.
Yeah, very cool word that follows Tetris effect. That's it. It can get you.
That's true.
It can get you a free code for an enhanced game of your choice on either Steam or Oculus Quest, and
Yeah.
that's a loaded line. So very much worth entering the giveaway.
Yeah, like this
let me
game
show
is
you how
sick,
to do
right?
it.
All the other games have to be sick too. So it's like it's a win-win. Can't go wrong.
This is like I just sent in chat in the Classic Tetris how to enter the giveaway. You just type connected. You don't separate in between different players and different people in one letter at a time. Yes, I'm calling you out. You type out the word connected and you press enter in the chat and you get to enter the giveaway.
You know, I prefer the one letter of a time method. Maybe it works too. You know, I wouldn't know. You know. But you know, if you're really, you really want to be guaranteed to win or like be a part of the giveaway, you might want to type it in one word.
Yeah, and you might want to go check out the Twitch stream at Enhanced Experience and type the word connected in that chat room as well.
Sure, then you're double entered.
And while you're there, you can also follow Enhanced Experience for more awesome events and really cool community streams that have been going off recently.
It's been awesome, yeah. Yeah. All right, my guess is that zone battle or not zone attack, zone battle. I think my guess is that score attack is coming, and I think Score attack, you know, I think a lot of people when like coming to this game, like their background in Tetris tends to be either some sort of like versus game or it tends to be classic. So I think generally
Yeah.
like the middle ground, I guess, would be score attack. And
Kind
I
of
mean,
the modern rendition of a classic format, getting points to
yeah,
overtake your opponent.
exactly. It's like a mix, you know, and it's pretty cool in that way. But yeah, that's why I kind of expect to see it as the middle ground in a lot of these situations. But like you said, I hope we get to see a little bit of all three. Like everyone's so good at the different modes that, you know, it'd be a shame to only see one.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just setting up the score attack lobby, and once these players hop in, we'll be ready to go. Sayonara versus Suki.
Let's get it. I'm excited.
Yeah, this is gonna be very interesting. I wonder how these I'll go in somewhere with that. I wonder how this match is gonna go.
Me too. I wonder how everyone's gonna stack up. You know, I'm excited.
If you're rooting for an ace match, you might want Team Japan to pull it out here with Suki to win. Oh, yep.
That is true.
Right here.
I am biased. I do like me an ace match, so.
I would like to see an ace match for the fact that it'd be a decider. Like I
Yeah.
always like to see things get really close, and
I know, the closer, the like more intense, right? So.
absolutely.
And yeah, looks like they have chosen score according to this overlay.
All right. Yeah, I have no idea how all these players are going to. How these players are going to play. This will be very interesting to see. I don't think Sayonara touches the mode. From what I'm seeing in chat, Sayonara has not played in ranked for score attack, but
It's
I mean,
okay, neither have I.
they're-
There's no shame.
understandable. If you have a preference for a mode, I don't blame you for playing that mode.
I mean, it makes sense,
Oh,
yeah. Like, just do what you like. Ooh, looks like we're
Absolutely.
gonna get our first non-20 start today. Maybe.
Potentially.
Still deciding, though. Oh,
Oh.
you know, I lied. Oh, wait, I was right?
Oh.
Wait. Sayonara's really got me
Here we
going.
go.
Oh, okay. Whew. I would never lie to the people, of course.
No, never.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. So I think Suki was in the Ballista bracket for this mode, if I remember correctly. So that does suggest, you know, some level of experience with it.
For sure.
Yeah, so I mean, I think we'll just have to see how this plays out. It's looking pretty close already to start off.
And both of these
Yeah, I
players,
think-
well, I guess maybe not
Go
both of
for
these players, but Sayo going for a bit of a center wall here, which is definitely tougher to do in score attack, just due to how gravity works. You can't really get pieces over to the left or right.
Yeah, it does seem a little awkward. I think right now both players are just trying to kind of figure out how does this gravity work? Like, what am I dealing with here?
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see. Let's see what they can come up with. It looks like Suki is kind of just sticking to Tetrises at this point. Never mind. I say that and instantly gonna
There's
sort of
a T-spin.
go for a T-spin, but yeah, it's very interesting to see like the sort of freestyle score attack.
I think it's very
You know?
fun to go for freestyle.
Yeah, I just love freestyle in general. I'm very biased, just because I don't know. I think you can come up with so much sick stuff and so many cool ideas in a setting like that. That like I'm excited to see what comes out of this. But you know, at the end of the day, it's about who gets the most points, and Suki's got to pull this one out for Japan to get a potential tiebreaker. I mean, unless Japan wins both of the boss battles, but
Which that could be very tough. Like we've seen.
That does seem tough. Yeah, I mean, aren't Area 1 and 4 like the best bosses supposedly? So it's like, so
Yeah.
now what? You know?
Like, and especially seeing how well these teams have been like working together. Like, you're most likely not going to really see a boss win, but like, we could
seems
be
tough,
surprised.
You know, we could be proven wrong. So who knows?
Suki with maybe like a semblance of ST.
Yeah, I was gonna
Look at
say
this.
this looks like ST stacking, right? Like my eyes don't
Yeah.
deceive me, do they?
But they do not. This looks like, honest to goodness, ST. Look at this.
Yeah, this is ST stacking. I'm not crazy. There it is. One thing I noticed is I think that Sayonara already has like a pretty significant like line clear advantage, which shouldn't play like a super significant role, most likely. But I do know that after one person tops out, there is, I believe, a 2-minute timer for the
Yeah.
other person to finish. So, you know, if the pace is like still very slow or fairly slow out of Suki, it's possible that they run out of time. But, you know, I don't want to get too presumptuous. Like, I haven't seen that play a role yet in any one of these matches. So,
Certainly.
you know, it's definitely not your everyday thing. But Sayonara, I feel, just has a very big lead and is just looking very clean right now. Ooh, Suki with a bit of an awkward misdrop, and yeah, gonna have to skim out of that as well now.
Unfortunately, cannot make a T-spin out of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Would be
in a
cool.
society.
But, yeah. And yeah, Sayonara just, I mean, I don't think this is really full ST stacking, but it's definitely similar, and it's just very, very efficient on their side compared to Suki.
Well, it actually looks like Suki's kind of speeding up here.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to see what Suki plans to sort of achieve by doing that. I'm a little curious, but I mean, there's definitely a reason. There's gotta be. It could also just be nerves, you know? Like, sometimes when you're nervous, the first instinct is just go fast.
Yeah.
You know, seeing, oh no, I'm 300k down. You know, that might be a reason to kind of speed up.
Getting a few T-spins there here. This is basically just free points.
Yeah. Definitely starting to grow in the efficiency department. But Sayonara is just looking super duper efficient in comparison right now, and it looks tough for Suki to sort of get much started here. Alright, does seem to, you know, have a possible T-spin there on the right side though, on Suki's side, where Sayonara is kind of dealing with a couple of sort of like things that need to be cleaned up.
We are reaching the speed levels where pieces are going to drop instantly, so I wonder how these players are going to handle that.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited to see that too. I wonder how experienced they are with high gravity. If Suki is a sort of a classic player, you know, it's possible they have a meaningful advantage in a situation like that. But, you know, we'll have to see, I guess. We'll have to see what they can pull out.
Right.
And yeah, it feels like so hard for Suki to make any sort of meaningful headway either. Like, it's still 400,000 points, which is like, that's a lot of points. I don't know. I'm no expert, but 400k, big number.
That is a decent lead. You are not wrong there.
I think Suki trying to get a little more greedy, going for a fractal here. Just trying to, remain efficient, but yeah, another awkward sort of hole in the stack.
Where's the
And,
T-piece? That was a very long delay for a T-piece there.
Yeah, I know. And this does have 7 bags, so it's not something you see all the time, but it can be up to, I think, 12 pieces between T-pieces.
I believe so.
So I guess like number 1 and number 13. So it's, I guess, just got unlucky there, which, I mean, it happens. It happens to the best of us. And yeah, now we're starting to get into the zone shenanigans, even though it's not zone and it's gravity, and I keep saying zone, but same thing. But yeah, it just feels like Sayonara is just running away with it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Well, this lead hasn't really changed, but like just with the way that this mode works, since there's like so few lines left before it gets to impossible gravity, Sayonara's lead is actually growing a lot bigger.
Yeah.
In the sense that it's a lot harder to come back with much
less.
fewer lines.
Yeah. Exactly. And yeah, this is where the delay is going to start to kick in for Sayonara. So level 27 already, which is very impressive, especially for someone with like little to no experience in the mode. But it's about to hit 28 as well. Let's see if they can crank out a 30 or even more.
I don't know if Sion has cleared Master before, but they are definitely fast in the sense of, they're a fast modern player. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But it looks like Gravity's getting a bit out of control there. That level 29 is a little too fast. Oh.
Yeah, and Suki is struggling here as well. This is looking tough. I mean, probably downstack a bowl, but you don't have a lot of time to think, and you just gotta go fast, like Sonic. Oh no. That is a sad misdrop. Oh my god, really?
Let's go.
Little
Let's
Imperial
go.
Cross Spice. I see you.
I love it.
A little bit of that self-expression there in the Tetris. And that is gonna be, though, a game win for Sayonara.
Yeah.
So let's see what Suki is gonna opt for in this second game in the speed department.
Ooh, choosing level 10 here.
Ooh, interesting. So this feels a lot more, manageable. This is also, I think, a lot more reminiscent of sort of classic Tetris, where instead of like instant gravity, it's more of like a situation where it's really fast gravity, and then I know here it's no instant lock like classic, but this is probably more familiar territory for Suki.
Yeah, that's fair. It's like maybe not quite the same kind of fast as classic per se.
It's definitely different, but it's probably more like close to classic maybe, in just how the gravity works. I don't know. It's hard to explain, I guess.
No, I gotcha. Oh, I think Suki wanted that Imperial Cross again.
Yeah. I love everyone sort of getting a little spicy with it and thinking out of the box. Oh, that's a TST.
Uh-oh.
Or C-spin even. Oh no, gonna have to cancel out, but I love me some C-spins and some TST ideas, like...
C-spins are awesome.
Oh, this is a TST, it's like an unfinished one. Yeah. Oh, STSD conversion.
Wait a minute.
No, that... I'm hoping so much. No. No, either way, it's still super cool to see all those different freestyle ideas from both of these SIG players. Ooh, that's a misdrop, I think, from Suki. Wanted the donation.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, it definitely is, like... Another thing about this is, like, it might be, like, a whole nother level of pressure for Suki. I don't know how often they sort of enter tournaments or stuff, but I don't know. I just get the vibe that they're a little nervous Which, it's fair. We're in front of a fairly big audience. Scary stuff.
Yeah, completely
I
understandable.
get it. Yeah. All right. So another very big starting lead for Sayonara. Yeah, this is going to be, I don't know, I think it's going to be difficult for Suki to overcome that lead. Like, Sayonara already over doubled the score. So maybe this sort of level 10 idea that Suki had just might not be paying off.
Well, who knows? We've still got a ways to go. Like a 20-line discrepancy in Suki's favor.
That is very true.
There's a lot of room to make up space.
That's very true.
Okay. Are you gonna see it?
ST?
I guess not.
Oh, interesting. You see all these interesting ideas. Oh, I love that donation.
Yeah, that was clean.
I mean, I think it was actually messy, but same thing. It
was
was clean in the
messy,
sense
but-
that it was cool. Yeah, I know what you mean. Just being pedantic and annoying, doing what I do
Heck yeah,
best.
Respect.
Ooh, look at this field from Suki with like 2 eye dependencies. It looks very awkward. Gonna fix it, but it's gonna take some skimming. And look at this. Oh, it's creeping up onto a 40-line discrepancy here. Okay, as I say that, Suki clears the Tetris and makes it 30, but the line
kind of
discrepancy
modern
is just-
Tetris thing where like you can't really say one thing
Yeah.
without it just instantly changing to like in a second.
I mean, yeah, it's commentator's curse, right? Like, it happens to everyone. All right, and now both of them starting to reach higher speeds. Nothing like decisive yet. If you're a very talented score attack player, but I would not be surprised, with these being a little less familiar with the mode, that it might cause a dip in efficiency. But yeah, I think we'll have to see whether Suki can make back these 400k.
Yeah. She's just opting to speed through it. Just wants to get it done with.
Yeah, which is
Um,
fair, like
They
if
mentioned
you
in
if you
chat,
feel comfortable at the speed, like go for it.
yeah. They mentioned in chat though they're not really too fond of score attacks, so they might just want to be done.
Yeah, it's totally fair.
But this is already looking like a monstrous lead, 522,000 points.
I know it looks so difficult for Suki to like overcome everything. I mean, we'll have to see what
Definitely holding
happens.
their own. Yeah. Cannot count Suki out quite yet.
Definitely not. But at the same time, it's very difficult, I feel, to make back this much of a difference, and that misdrop also just gonna make another sort of forced misdrop happen.
Alright, maybe no Kaidan quite yet. Yeah. Yeah, getting a little bit high up on the board, so maybe a Kaidan isn't the wise decision. Good awareness from Suki here.
Yeah, this lead, it just feels like it's only growing and growing. I mean, again, there is a 50-line discrepancy, so it's definitely not over by any means. Don't want us to jump to premature conclusions, but 600k points is a lot of points. In fact, it's more than Suki has right now. So
That's a good point.
yeah, gonna have to double up on the points here to save this point for Team Japan. We'll have to see what happens.
So since we're leveling up, we are going to see like the amount of points you get per clear increase. So you could see that come into play. Like, I mean, Sign are already at level 24, so that could contribute to why this really is growing so quickly. And not to mention just playing generally faster.
Yep. But then also at the same time, like, Suki, it's just feeling really difficult for Suki to kind of get any super efficient clears done.
Yeah.
And the gravity is only going to get stronger, right? Like, it's only going to be harder after
that's for
this.
sure.
So it just feels like very difficult for them to come back.
Another thing to consider is the 2-minute timer, which could come into play very soon.
Yeah, this is really like the first game where it's like, wow, this might actually matter.
Yeah, so already at level 28. We saw them kind of get knocked out at level 29, so kind of nearing Styles' demise.
Very impressed by their sort of like endurance on these high speeds. Okay, here we go. It's timer time. No pressure, Suki, but you got a minute 47 to make up 700k. Not an easy task, but not impossible either.
It's a possible task, but it's going to require a lot of efficiency and a lot of speed.
Oh yeah, and especially on level 24, that is just going to become harder and harder.
Ooh, I had to bail out of the T-spin.
Ooh, a little awkward here. Oh no. And this is just going to make things even harder.
Now with these match levels, you can kind of see a snowball effect happen at some point, because you start to lose control of your pieces, and what would usually be 1 drop turns into 5, and you have to recover from a much messier field if you want any sort of chance to survive.
Yeah. And also 40 seconds on the clock now, and speed level 26. Like, it's feeling like this is kind of nearing a close.
There's the 1,000,000 points, though.
Yep.
Very impressive.
Not an easy score at all, and a big Tetris as well, but it looks like this is just about gonna finish this thing up. And Sayonara gonna come away with the win for Teamwork in Progress. Now up 3-1 on Team Japan.
Yeah, this is actually the match point.
Yeah, which is crazy. At least Japan will get another chance to prove themselves in the team aspect, or at least in the, I guess, in the connected versus. So, and maybe, you know, maybe Zin's got a crazy boss up their sleeve. How do we know, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Zen is top 1 in the mode for a reason.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it could definitely happen. I would not be surprised.
Yeah. We just gotta wait and see. All right.
Yeah, and 3-1 now for Teamwork in Progress. It's a good look. Japan gonna have to win 3 in a row to bring this one back. It's not easy, but anything's possible.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think Team Japan has it in them. Like,
yeah, I'm optimistic.
Yeah, for sure.
The question is whether Teamwork in Progress is gonna let it happen, you know?
Yeah.
Is the ace match you get to choose your ace, or is it just the last player?
I believe it's the last player. I think
it is the last player. So
okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, make for interesting situations.
Yeah. So if it does get that far, it would leave us with Zin against Chiskia, I believe.
That's right.
Which would be interesting, but you know, we gotta get there first, and Japan's got a lot to prove in these bosses.
Zin
I do think they have the means to do it.
Yeah, Zin would certainly be favored with Zone battle and score attack. I actually don't know how good Chi Skia is at Classic, but even Zen practices Classic sometimes.
That's for sure.
It's gonna be. I mean, either way, it's gonna be interesting, and I'm excited.
So it looks like Sayonara will be playing as Libra, which is an Area
All
3
right.
boss.
Looks like we will not be playing the game today.
That is the no spin boss, correct?
Yeah, that's the
Wait,
the one.
no,
wait, I
wait.
thought that was Virgo.
Or no, it's Virgo. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
wait.
Which one is Libra? That's
Libra is invert.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're still not going to be able to play the game.
Let's go.
No. Yeah,
Wait,
I think
no,
Myron's
no,
right.
I'm
we're
stupid.
so we're all over the place.
This isn't even area.
Yeah, no. Libra is the balance scale, so it's the hard block.
I use this avatar. Why did I forget? Oh my goodness.
Had one job too flat.
I have failed you all. Right, yeah. So Libra is hard block. So yeah, what basically happens is that when you either get hard block or hard field, it'll actually take Minos in either your current piece or already on the field, and you have to clear them twice.
Yeah, which leaves
In order
like
to get them
stinky
out.
holes, right? I remember this.
Oh yeah.
Those are a pain.
Yeah, KB, I'm a fake Libra fan. But then in combination with hard block and hard field, there's you get twist. Basically, like, every other column either goes down or goes up. So that definitely adds to your dependencies. And then you also get no hold.
Yeah,
Which-
that also makes the game difficult.
Yeah, especially when you have a hard block next up in your queue, and you don't want to use it, you really have no choice.
Yeah, you just gotta make do with what you have, I guess. Yeah, I'm excited to see us get into this. Curious to see how the boss is gonna do. Was someone chosen for boss already? Am I
Yes,
crazy?
Sayo is playing the boss.
Oh, okay, doubling up. See, I thought I heard Sayo, but I was like, is that just from last game, or am I crazy? But yeah, no, two in a row for Sayonara, or I guess 3 if it gets that far.
Yeah.
Or even 4, right? Because it's been 2 in a row already, and yeah, so a lot of Tetris for Sayonara, but let's see if Sayonara can close the game with a boss win.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
That would be really exciting. I guess the onus is though on Japan to win as the boss, so
Yeah.
that could also play
We're
a role.
gonna see it. We'll most likely see it either way if we want. Oh well. Actually, no. If we don't see a boss win, that means Team with Progress wins.
Yep,
5-4 gore.
all good. Happens to the best of us.
So while we're patiently waiting here for everyone to populate this Connected Versus lobby, we have another stacked TECWC tournament tomorrow evening for the top 8 zone battle. And here's a
heck
look
yeah.
at that bracket. So we got Kazu versus OSW and Dormi versus Uishota, Yoshimi versus Santi, Promo versus Arfarf to start off the day. How are you guys feeling about that?
I'm feeling
Freaking
sad
sad.
that I can't commentate it because it looks so hype.
You were
That would've
slotted.
been-
I guess
that would've been
I
awesome.
was slotted. I was busy, unfortunately, which is my bad. But either way, it's
This is still some
bracket.
awesome content.
Yeah, and it's still a VOD I can watch, so it's like I really couldn't lose in this scenario.
Okay, it looks like Sayonara is in the lobby. And by the way, here is an exact schedule for those that are looking forward to watching that match. It'll be at 5 p.m. Pacific tomorrow, or in the future, a day and some hours from now, and in Japan on the 25th at 9 a.m. JST. But
Yeah,
definitely check that out.
It's crazy how Japan just lives in the future, huh? Must be
pretty
nice.
much.
Maybe that's why they're much better than us in the West.
That's true. They've found the stuff. They have the knowledge
They
of
have-
tomorrow.
They have like 18 hours more experience than us. Or
Exactly.
something like that. 16. Something. I don't know. Math is hard. I'm tired. I want to see Tetris. That's all my brain is on now.
Jen said we were patiently waiting. That was a lie. I'm very much not patiently waiting for this one.
Yeah, we want to see some Tetris. And if you in the chat want to see your own kind of Tetris, you should type out connected in both the Classic Tetris chat and the Enhanced Experience chat for a chance to win either Tetris for Connected or any of the other enhanced games on Steam or Oculus Quest.
Free games, free things, all can be yours if you get lucky and win the giveaway by typing connected. But here we go.
Yes. Sayonara already going crazy.
Yeah.
And as we can see in these fields, there's already holes in the stack just because of the
I think
the
that's
hard
intentional, though. Yeah. Where I think they're gonna just try and pop zone. Yeah. And here we go.
field. Zone is... Yeah, with connected versus, you're usually going to see a zone within the first few seconds. That's just the nature of how our zone works.
Yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense, you know, because otherwise there's just like a full phase where the boss can just send attacks with no worries at all. And even one attack will pretty much never kill, right? So...
Really depends. Like, you can catch a boss off guard by doing a really fast zone. And only
That is true.
But look at that, 6 rows of garbage.
Yeah,
And-
which
but-
is, you know, that's meaningful for the start of this game. And gonna opt to play defense a little bit, which is very interesting. I don't know if I would have expected this, but that makes for long games. The one downside, I guess, is that it lets teamwork in progress build up with pretty much no consequence.
Yeah, that's for sure. I wonder if we're gonna see some aggression come out soon.
Yeah, I
Some
mean,
bullets were thrown
especially
out.
now with only one line of garbage on the board.
Oh, but it's still too late now because the zone is fully charged and they're about to go connected.
Yeah, here we go.
Or I'll say
Going
Kazu's
sicko
board is a bit few holes,
Yeah,
few spiders, few dependencies. Choose your buzzword of the day.
yep. But gonna get fixed up. I saw the whole team kind of finding pieces to bring over to Kazu's side and help clean up those holes. All right, 16 already on the board. 17 now. 18, I think.
There it is.
Yeah.
And maybe we can even see 19. Their board is high enough.
19 feels so
Yeah, there it
difficult.
goes.
Oh my goodness. That's a huge attack. Big 153 sent to the boss.
About halfway up the board now, and oh,
It's not
Okay.
not a huge deal. They still have the space to work with. Crisis
There you go.
averted, but and yeah,
And
now
now we're
gonna
in the
opt
CTWC.
for offense, which I think makes a lot of sense. You know, you can't just defend forever, otherwise you will lose eventually.
Wait, what? How did they already charge zone?
I'm also shocked. I don't know how
What?
they did that. Kazu's just different, I guess. You know, what can we say? You know,
How did that happen? I have
don't
never
know.
seen a zone charge that fast. So, like,
That was the third zone too. Like,
that was the 3rd zone.
this is like incredible. Oh my goodness.
Dangerous for style. Oh, especially with that missed T-spin.
And yeah, Sayo full on defense mode. I mean, as you have to be, obviously, when the opponent is the opponents are attacking.
Literally
but-
invincible.
and yeah, that's looking that like it's gonna be it here.
yeah,
I
that's
could be wrong.
That is not livable.
Okay, that's it. And Honestly, after that first round from Team Japan, I thought I was not confident that they would win this, but they made it look easy. And yes,
All right.
Sayonara swept off their feet.
That's actually good to know information. Like, if you don't send blitzes as the boss, the zone will actually end up charging a lot faster.
Yeah.
So that was actually intended. That is a normal thing. No glitches
Yeah.
here.
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah. I don't think like defense is a good strategy, but I was really surprised to see such an early defense from Sayonara, and I think that might have cost them as well, just because
Yeah.
it gave the Team Japan so much opportunity to just put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, this will be interesting though, because now we have to have Zin, or Suki play as
Yeah.
the boss. I do have a
I know.
feeling he's gonna be
I'm
chosen,
excited.
but yeah, you never know.
Which areas are left at this point?
Area 3, is Tetraminian allowed? I
think
don't know.
Tetraminian's allowed. It was in the showcase, so my assumption is that it's still allowed. But
My guess is that they're not going to choose it though, just because Tetraminian is way too inconsistent. Like, you think, hey, you get to use all the blitzes in one character, but then
yeah, that's true.
you don't have a choice in what blitzes they are. They'll come up at random, and you'd rather have that consistency of having a single boss in one of the first 4 areas.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? Because then there's like a win condition you can play into, right? Where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, if you have Tetramidian, you just do things and you clear lines and you pray.
Yeah. But it looks like we do have a choice already. And it is going to be Zin as the boss, so I'm surprised there. And it's going to be Ares, which is sheep. Right? Yeah. Yeah. And the sheep that inverts your board.
Interesting. Invert in like what way?
M cells become full cells become empty.
Oh, okay.
In certain areas.
Interesting. All right, yeah, I'm excited to see this in action.
This is
And this
most
is
likely going
a
to
must win for Zin, right? So
Yeah. But I will say
it all comes down to this.
Zin being Zin, very skilled, and this is going to be very challenging for Team Work in Progress to
Yeah.
overcome.
It's not easy by any means.
Yeah, some people are mentioning in chat as well. We also have the spin blitz, which basically kind of like spins the rows in your board at random.
Mm.
And then you also have next queue at some points.
Yeah. And I don't think no next is that bad. Given the other terrible things that can happen to your board, but
I think no next is a little better than no hold to deal with.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Now I see invert in action. There's the rows like kind of inverting, the empty the full cells. But it's not going to be too much of an effect, especially since we're already going to the zone.
And Zin looks to be maybe defending preliminarily, but they are in defense mode. Which, I don't know if, all stage 3 bosses are supposed to be played like Dorami's Virgo, but I'm curious to see how this sort of first attack is going to go and what sort of attacks Zin is going to be able to send towards Team Work in Progress.
Yeah, we're at 18 lines. And yeah, that was a fast zone.
Yeah.
That's the highest attack I've seen. Like, well, the highest on the board. For the first zone, I should say. I gotta be specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, now these inverts are gonna be a lot tougher to deal with.
Yeah, and I think an invert's probably charging right now.
No next
Oh.
invert. Yeah, look at
yeah,
that.
there it is.
And there's so little material, and it's all scattered around the board.
Yeah, it does seem really difficult to deal with, but the good thing for the 3 players is that once you hit the zone, like, it doesn't matter how messy your field is, you are safe.
Yeah, you won't get hit by blitzes when you're about to enter the zone.
Yeah. And yeah, Zin really doing their best to pump out as many lines as possible here, and just keeping up this aggression. I think it makes a lot of sense. Like, you want to make your opponent's life kind of a living hell, right? You want to send as much as you can, make things as difficult as possible. And
sure.
I mean, their fields are pretty difficult. Gotta give it to Zin. Like, they're doing a good job.
Yeah. I will note something very interesting about this team, especially Sayonara. They're actually part of the first team ever to clear Maniac Area 5 with a single death.
Wow.
Like, no deaths in any other team.
That's
You
pretty
also see-
impressive.
You all also see SG Ferox, also a part of that team, so very skilled and connected as well.
Yeah, SG Ferox was a monster, and played him at WPL. It was not
Yeah.
pretty. I'll say that much.
I did not say that, Ferox. I said without a single death.
Yeah. All right, Zin pushed up very high here, but yeah, gonna focus on defense. It looks like.
Might actually opt to get aggressive, because
Yeah, which is fair.
like if you keep inverting this other team's field, maybe I'm just bad at talking.
I heard death, or like without 1 death.
All right, so okay.
So I think you did it right.
Anyway,
Twitch chat's wrong as usual.
yeah, SMH Twitch chat. I'll always blame you. No, we love you.
Yeah, we're actually very thankful
Really?
that you're
Yeah,
here and hanging out and watching sick Tetris with us.
I do appreciate everyone here. As
Yeah.
much flack as I get from them.
You know, they're not half bad. Alright, and this zone looking to be halfway charged, but Shiskia right at the top of the board. So, I don't know if this is going to get fixed in time. This is sort of Zin's opportunity, I think. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Oh, just barely living, but has a monster down stack ahead of them. And that can all change with a single invert, which is going to happen right now. Oh, bump up invert.
Bump up invert.
killer.
That's the end for Chiskia, but let's see whether the team can clutch up and come through. Looks like Zin also going to use this opportunity to get a better board position, a little lower down. Never mind, out of defense mode already. And yeah, this revive is coming through fairly fast, I will say.
There is some back-to-back coming out from these players.
Yeah.
Well, it's like T-spins and Tetris. I shouldn't say back-to-back. There actually is no back-to-back in this mode.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Just because, like, it lets the boss be a little more freestyle, and at the same time, it lets like the players not have to, like, there's no way you can maintain back-to-back as the 3. Like,
There
no
is
way
back-to-back?
ever.
That's interesting. I had no idea that. I thought I honestly confirmed that there was no back-to-back.
I believed
But-
you. I don't know. I didn't believe
I
in
thought
the
I was
back-to-back
misinformed.
world.
But what I am not misinformed about is the fact that Chiskia is back and we're in the zone. So this could
Yeah,
be.
this could be game. We'll have to see how Zin gets to the bottom of this board.
Zin was able to use defense like during
Alright.
the attack phase. So
Still alive, so it's
Yeah,
gonna
still
take
alive.
a little bit for a zone to charge, I believe. So definitely still an opportunity available. Gonna go into defense mode, which, I mean, given that you have 4 lines of board to work with, makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
they're still keeping up a little bit of attack here. Like staying in like alternating offense and defense. That's a good way to like,
Yeah.
keep up the pressure while not instantly dying.
Yeah. Especially because like every attack you send is also a slowdown for the enemy team, right? It's definitely like a back and forth thing. And like again, Shiskia's board is not looking easy to work with. Oh
But
no!
that doesn't help that Zin's gonna top out.
Yeah, and a win for Teamwork in Progress.
Look at that.
Dang.
I think a very impressive turnaround there.
Yeah, it's
Able to
crazy.
survive against Zin, which is it's a very commendable feat.
It's definitely not an easy win, but I feel like Zin also played his heart out, as did the rest of Team Japan. So much love and support goes to them.
Absolutely. They played incredibly. That was actually a really cool set to watch.
It was, and you know, we got 2 more. We're just getting started.
Oh yeah.
We got Team Doramito versus Kirby 703 Fan Club coming up, which is exciting.
Some very cool players in every team.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's cracked. It's not fair.
Okay, yeah, so that was our first matchup, Team Work in Progress versus Team Japan, and that means Team Work in Progress will play the winner of Team Doramido, which is Dormi, Bido, and Promo, and they will be facing off against the Kirby 703 Fan Club, which consists of Kibby Bite, Super Shocky, and it's Espeon. Do I have to say the last part on stream? Uwu?
Oh, you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, you chose to. Austin San, all right? That's
yeah.
on you.
Alright, so let's get off topic here. Let's get away from what just happened. And here's the schedule for this weekend. Definitely check out the Zone Battle event tomorrow. Score Attack next Friday night.
You should watch
Score Attack
that.
next Saturday. I'm sorry?
I was just cutting in. Hey, you should watch Score Attack. I think I'm
No
totally not biased
of course.
whatsoever.
No.
A well-timed be sure to watch that. Says Misty, who will be playing in the Score Attack bracket, I believe is in the top 4 of the winners bracket, so be on the lookout for that. I actually am pretty interested to see that. I don't think we've had such a stacked Score Attack tournament, and I personally have never really held a Score Attack tournament like that, so I'm kind of curious to see how that turns out.
Excited
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
And tomorrow we're going to have Zone Battle Finals. Be sure to tune in for that. We have some huge heavy hitters. It'll be on here on the Classic Tetris channel, as well as Japanese in the Enhanced Experience channel. And here's a look at the bracket for this Zone Battle Top 8. We've got Kazu, OSW, Dormi, Uyoshoda, Yoshimi, Santi, Promo, and Arf. And Kazu is definitely the one to take down. Uyoshoda did not participate last year, so you know what? Kazu has yet to lose a point in Tetris Effect Connected World Championship, so we'll see if that will happen tomorrow.
Yeah, might be the opportunity, but it's no easy task. Kazu is kind of a menace in the Zone Battle department. So
Yeah, for sure.
you know,
Well, certainly
We'll
the
have to see.
favorite, but
we
definitely
get
have
a
a target
chance
on the back.
to see the king in action. You know, so make sure to tune in.
Same time, same place tomorrow.
Yep.
So
22 hours. Mark your calendars.
So I believe, Misty, you will be signing off for the night. Is that correct?
That is correct. I will have to head out momentarily. So it seems like we do have some pretty awesome commentators following up.
We
So-
have Modest Tomato coming up, who is a very
That's me.
qualified,
Modest Tomato.
strong
I'm still here.
commentator. Yeah.
I was gonna say, is this my cue? Do I leave too? Is that what's going on? I'm kicked out
No,
unceremoniously.
you're stuck. You cannot leave. We will be having Commando
Yeah,
join us for the next
Ooh.
2 games, so a little Modest
Let's
Tomato
go.
Commando action. We are
Yeah,
going
we
to hop
got
to
this.
a quick intermission. I am actually going to be stopping the stream, so the stream will have a hiccup here for about 30 seconds to a minute, because The weather is not good here, and we're going to have the backup the backup broadcaster will be taken over. So I will be hopefully lurking around in the chat and everything still. But yeah, just letting you guys know there may be a brief moment of no TECWC, as hard as that is to come to terms with.
Tragic.
Yeah.
You'll have to
But
wait
yeah,
a few moments.
Stay safe with your
unfortunately.
like bad weather conditions and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, planning on it. I'm going to go fly a kite and see where it takes me, personally. But
You know, that sounds like a brilliant plan.
Yeah.
okay.
Nothing could go wrong there.
Do not do that if you are in Atlantic, Canada. I'm
Yes.
advised against that. All
We
right.
cannot be sued for this advice.
This was all a joke for anyone considering.
So before I head to the break, I want to show off the next teams coming up here. Just got to do a little. You guys have the opportunity to see me doing it on the fly, I assume.
Let's go.
But
Let's go.
yeah.
We love seeing production.
Here's our next matchup. Like we mentioned earlier,
Yo.
got the Kirby fan club, Super Shocky, Kibby Bite, and It's Espion. And Team Doremito is going to be promo, Dormy and Bido.
Yeah.
Any predictions there?
Dormy is certainly a force to be reckoned with in this game. Like, triple threat for certain. Like, honestly,
And
one of the favorites to take the entire tournament. Like, TCWC.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I think while Dormy is a really big threat, though, I think Kirby 703 fan club might be like a little more diversified. Like I know Kibby Bite is talented at all the game modes, and wait, let me
Super
check
Shocky
the beautiful duck.
is
Yeah,
definitely
Super
all
Shocky
three as
also.
well.
Yeah, right. So it's like all three of them are strong too. It's very hard to pick a winner. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not picking yet. You know, I'll just pick whatever you don't pick.
Fair enough. I'm a little bit biased to Kirby 703 fan club. I would wish to be a part of that team if I were not having to leave like right now.
At least you had the option of being on a team, you know? I didn't get that, so.
Next one, Modest.
That is unfortunate. Yeah, let's see
Okay,
it. We'll,
I'll get good
I wanna
someday,
see
you
it.
know?
You get up in that zone battle grind, and we'll see you in the Grandmasters.
Man, now we're talking.
All right, so we're gonna hop
My
to
classic
the,
goes hard, I swear.
Sorry to cut off your ambitions, but we're gonna hop into
Yeah.
to the intermission. So thank you, everybody. We'll be right back. And thank you, Misty, before we sign off for taking the time
Hey,
to do some
yes.
commentary.
Glad to be here. It was a lot of
Thanks
fun.
for coming with me.
Thank you for dealing with my false information.
What do you mean? You crushed it. I don't want to hear it.
All right, stay tuned.
All right, we'll be right back.
All right. Have a good one, y'all.
Yeah, take care.
Mari mari dada മടിത അരണു കരണുമായി മനസ്സുമായി ആടി